Hi everyone, welcome back. It's me, Kat, from Jimin Uncut on Twitter, where we make threads analyzing Jimin's dance, down from choreographies to techniques. So if you're interested in knowing more about Jimin's dance, I highly recommend you go check us out there. With me and my partner Jim have been running the account since 2018, so a good solid 3 years now. And there's always more to come, especially as they release new choreographies and new dances. We're always very happy to analyze them. So come check us out. Thank you so much for the nice comments that you left on my last video. And I thought I would do another one for you. Someone requested the Lie Bangtan Bomb. So I went ahead and did a little video. And I'm playing around with the screens and the size of me and the size of the video. I'm hesitant to do me too big and the video too small, because I do want us to all see what I'm talking about in terms of the dance, but I do get that it's nicer to kind of be able to see the reactors kind of expressions or where they're looking. So unfortunately I kind of have two monitors set up here, and I had the video on both, so my eyes kind of go both ways, but I am watching the video the whole time. Fair warning, it could be slightly distracting in this video. As I said, I'm playing around, getting used to things. Very new to this situation, so bear with me. But I'm very happy you're all here, and let's have some more fun. Okay, I'm just gonna even pause it right there. There's so much to unpack in this the very beginning here, and we're just getting like tip of the iceberg here. Just that emotionality that he's bringing into this. It's unusual in a way, because it's like he's not on, but he is on. Like he's acting like so weary and tired, and like, as if he's not ready to dance. But that's part of the performance, as part of the song, the whole emotional burden that's weighing him down throughout this choreography. So it's like acting within the dance. So it's just brilliant right off the bat. That head. That head with the arm, it's just, everything's coordinated, even down to the leg coming out. It's fantastic. And the deep from the chest. Bam. And then this perfect fifth position. So it's fifth position when this ankle is coming all the way across to the toe joint of the other foot. So if the heel was only coming kind of midway to the other foot, then it would be a third position. But since it's all the way across, that's a fifth position in ballet. But I think this was actually, I watched this early on when I was getting to know Jimin and BTS, and it stood out to me in terms of how he brings opposing techniques together. So how he brings in that fluidity and like even these ballet positions, but then he's adding certain like pops or the jarring kind of hard, strong moves from street dance and hip hop. Wave, those like chest pops there. before he moves into the next bit. And then he's got these beautiful, graceful arms, right? Like the reach out. And even keeping this leg straight here, that keeps the body line nice. This nice like curve back going all throughout his arm and fingers. That reach. Actually, that's a really nice tableau. Just go back. See, look how he opens his chest here. Sorry, there's just so much to appreciate in this one pose. Like where to begin? This is a head-to-toe masterpiece. But I was initially talking about the chest. It's open. You want to keep your chest open, like especially in ballet. And he's keeping this shoulder back, which really helps that. So he's got the one arm extended and the other shoulder's pulled back. Sorry. So it keeps that collarbone exposed, keeping that open to the audience. And then, of course, in addition to that, he's also kind of pulling his neck back, which helps that even more. He's got the neck showing, the collarbones. It's all very open. And everything's, happening down to the fingertips. And then in addition, you've got this leg totally turned out, the foot, facing the other wall. And then this leg coming over, sweeping across. It's just everything's gorgeous. Okay, I can move on. We can all move on, right? Okay. I've talked about this before, but this isolation that he goes through, it's almost like ticking. And ticking in street dance takes a smooth motion and breaks it up into kind of isolated stops. But it usually does it like very quickly to the point where it's like creating an illusion, almost like a stop motion sort of thing. Jimin does it slower, so it doesn't quite qualify as ticking, but you can see that isolated stop on each movement, which is like, it's like his whole body comes to a stop. And it's one thing to stop one part of your body, but in order to stop like your hand and your arm and your head and your legs all at the exact same time for just a split second, it really takes a lot of practice and, understanding your muscles, and like a coordination. So the way he's able to do it so seamlessly is really impressive. Bam, 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 bam. I always love that little like click stop he does at the end of it. Damn. And that's just really, banking on that emotionality again. Then that lean back. He has some pretty great back flexibility as well. So he gets the lean backs, and he always incorporates the head and brings the whole picture into line. Those are isolated stops again. Like a rond de jambe there. Sit there. Sweep around. This is a more like wild abandon part of the choreo, but look at this. I'm always struck by his turnout here. He really is flexing his turnout in this section. But yeah, it's more like a release part of the choreography where it doesn't have to be, I don't know, pretty or full of technique. It's just like, I'm going crazy. And yet it is very controlled and exactly what the choreo calls for and what the lyrics call for, right? It's bringing that song to life. And meanwhile, bringing this crazy turnout to life. Because, like, for a lot of people, I mean, professional dancers obviously tend to have very, very, very good turnout. But for a lot of, like, kind of regular dancers, and I'm including myself in that category, like, typically dancers, they might have, I'm going to demonstrate this. So the feet are, ideally you want them turned completely to the side. But often you're going to end up a little bit, maybe not quite, because your hips are just not going to work for you that way. Or you just really need to keep stretching and keep working on your turnout to get that, like, really parallel position. As you can see, Jimin has that. He's does not struggle whatsoever to get, like, completely parallel feet. Even that, it's quick, but look how he, maybe I'll slow it down. The arm and the leg completely coordinated together. He's hopping. That right there. There. Even the one behind. Like, it looks like his arm and his leg are kind of attached to each other, or like the arm is controlling the foot because they're so coordinated. They're happening at exactly the same time. And it happens very quick, so you don't really pay too much attention to it, but we're going to watch it again. So, kick out, and then they'll kick back. I am tempted to watch the entire thing at 75 speed, but keep it normal for now. Turn it again. He just does so much work with that upper body, that head, the, like, yearning, reaching arms. And even here is so emotional. Oh, look at this foot. Oh, it's completely turned out. Okay. This is a difficult one for me to get through. Okay. But yeah, a lot of work's going on in the upper body in this section. The shoulder roll, chest pop, punches the floor. Yeah, I've like done an amazing job with this. Let's just take a little break. But even looking tired, he looks like he's in the zone. And then he's back into it. Eases back in. Kick out again. That one's a little bit stronger, it seems, this time. It's getting a little more intense. That was an interesting move. It's like so much of, I don't know, parts of his body are controlling other parts of his body. Like the hand that comes down, wait for it. Actually, let's slow it down again. Slowing it down. So this hand comes down, creating a wave, and then it like continues. It's a body wave, and then his hand keeps going, and then it's being whipped back. The control is just like incredible. The control. I love that head whip around. With this one, like, his hair is part of the performance. I love how soft and delicate this is, but there are like these tiny little stops and isolations going on, like back. That slide through. Hold on, I wonder if I can get that frame. Look at this reach up. This extension. He's on releve here. Releve means like the ball of your foot. And it's just arched all the way through his chest to his head. And then it comes down again. It's like a simple move, but so satisfying when you take the time to appreciate it. And then that draw through with the leg really takes this time to sweep it in. Again, that's him kind of playing with the speed that, like, he's doing relatively quick choreo, but he takes these moments to breathe and really like showcase these moves. Gorgeous. So that was Lie, my Achilles heel. So that performance really hooked me when I first was getting into the fandom back in 2017, when there wasn't as much, I guess, there wasn't as much material or content in terms of seeing Jimin's kind of modern or ballet side come through, but also that choreo really showed me it really displays the dichotomy between he has multiple styles at this point, but especially the ballet and the kind of street styles that one really stood out to me. So I watched it a lot. So that one really impressed me. I loved it a lot. And watched it countless times, and like watching it back now, it's just as impactful, it's just as smooth, it's just as crisp, just as emotional. Like the emotions he's able to put into his dance is just another level. And it's something that actually a lot of dancers, like, they do get to take advantage of it, but at the same time, typically dancers are on a stage kind of far from the audience, and they need to make their moves exaggerated, their expressions over the top. There's not a lot of room for subtlety when you are at a distance from the people watching you. So you really need to kind of overact a lot of the time in order to get the message across, the emotionality across, the story of the dance. But Jimin gets to benefit from these close-up cameras that are in their, dance practices or bangtan bombs, or even on stage. They get this phenomenal, most of the time, phenomenal camera work when they're not somewhere in the West. But when they get that really good camera work that gets right up close to them, you get to see every expression, every nuance of their movement movement. So it's just so much more that he can give us in the performance without overdoing it, without it seeming like cheesy or fake, but it comes across so impactful. So it's one of the advantages he has in the medium that he is performing in. So it's just a delight to watch every time. So thank you for joining me today, and hopefully I will record more of these soon. So let me know in the comments which videos or fan cams that you would like me to react to, and I will see what I can do, because it's always fun to gush about Jimin's dance. And it just never stops, really. There's always more to say. So thanks so much. See you next time.